Please be seated. Good evening. To our distinguished guests, our Clinton Public School District leadership, school administrators, teachers, our dear parents, friends, and fellow graduates, I am honored to have the opportunity to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the senior class of 2019. I am Corey Lewis, student body co-president. To our parents, loved ones, and teachers, we give heartfelt thanks, appreciation for all the endless love, support, and guidance that you have given us. We also thank you for enduring the more comical moments, as well as the moments involving serious decisions and heartfelt conversations while we were finding ourselves. Being Clinton Arrows has prepared us to complete this unforgettable journey. Whether you aspire to be an athlete or the president of a club, there was always someone who sharpened the point and purpose in each of us. As we anticipate our futures, as scary as that may seem, I am fully confident that being students here has equipped us far more than we know. As Arrows, we have been taught to soar with excellence and hit our marks with confidence and accuracy. Now we take aim again to add to the legacy of excellence in the Arrow Nation. Welcome to Clinton High School's Class of 2019 graduation.
Good evening. I am Brett Robinson, principal of Clinton High School, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2019. At this time, I would like to recognize our special guests. Dr. Tim Martin, Superintendent of Clinton Schools. Mr. Anthony Goins, Assistant Superintendent. Ms. Paula DeYoung, President, School Board. Dr. Felicia Gavin, Vice President. Mr. Kenny Lewis, Secretary. Dr. Matt Thomas, Member. Assisting on stage tonight, Ms. Rita Cockrell-Harris, Assistant Principal, Clinton High School. Mr. Charles King, Assistant Principal. Dr. Brock Ratcliffe, Assistant Principal. Dr. Bill Harden, Director of the Career Complex. And Mr. Kelly Heath, Principal, Clinton Alternative School. We have the honor of recognizing 358 graduates tonight with the presentation of their high school diplomas. This is a joyous occasion, but also one that demands the utmost respect of all in attendance. Each one of you is here tonight at the invitation of your graduate. You came here to celebrate the class of 2019 and to hear your graduate's name called. To ensure this happens, we ask that you turn off your cell phones, keep conversations to a minimum, and hold all applause and celebration until the appropriate time in the program. This will allow all graduates and their families the honor of hearing their student's name called. Should you choose to not honor this request, you will be asked to leave and your graduate's diploma will be withheld. Thank you for being here tonight, and I sincerely ask for your help in ensuring that our graduates Thank you for being here tonight, and I sincerely ask for your help in ensuring that we honor our graduates with a dignified ceremony.
Good evening. I am Tim Martin, and I'm honored and privileged to be the superintendent of the Clinton Public School District. I want to thank all of you for coming tonight. Congratulations to the class of 2019. Most of the young men and women of this class have been in the Clinton Public School District for the last 13 years, and it's been amazing to watch you grow into such smart and talented young people. Parents, for you, this is a day of celebration. Today is the culmination of a lot of hard work, love, and dedication that you've given to your children over the course of their lives. For you, this is a day of reflection on those times in your family and on for what's to come. Remember back to that first day at the brand new Clinton Park Elementary, when you pushed your children out of the car toward the school doors. It was a big adjustment to a very big new school. Pretty soon, you'll be pushing them out the door again, one step further, either to college or the world of work. It was scary way back then, and it'll be scary again real soon. But know this, that this is what you've been preparing for them for all their life. They are prepared to take this next step due to the education they've received and the love and support that you've given them. Tonight, I would like to thank you as parents. You have chosen the Clinton Public School District for your child's education, entrusting them to us day in and day out, and we appreciate the time you've allowed them to spend with them. We have done our very best to give your children a quality education and a wide variety of extracurricular opportunities, including athletics and the arts. The Clinton community has made a commitment to you for these past 13 years, and we value that and we honor that. Now to you, class of 2019. You look good in red. You're a very special graduating class. You were the first class to attend the new Clinton Park Elementary. You've accomplished a great deal in Clinton and at Clinton High School. Collectively, as a class, 155 of you have accepted almost $6 million in scholarship money to over 35 colleges and universities. You were offered as a class over $20 million in scholarships. You have 37 students in your class that have a score of 30 or higher on the ACT. You are special, and your future is very, very bright. You've been protected in many ways by your parents, family, and teachers. Most of you were here with us on that fateful day in April 15th, 2011, when you were in 4th grade at Eastside Elementary. And a tornado that came and devastated much of our community simply went around and over Morrison Heights Daycare and Eastside Elementary. You were protected then for this day and for many days to come. Some people think things happen by luck or by chance, but I strongly believe in something called providence, that everything happens for a reason. You were protected on that day and ever since to do great things. Students, this is a tremendous milestone in your life, one that you want to remember forever as a good night spent in the company of your parents and family and friends who love you. Please be mindful of those people in your life as you leave here, both tonight and as you go forward. Make positive choices this evening and in the future for yourself and for them. Once you walk out these doors tonight, you'll be entering into a whole new world full of challenges that you've never faced before. You'll have adult responsibilities and obligations. The expectations of you will be much higher. We've done our best to prepare you for what is to come, and we hope you will remember the things you've learned as you enter into the world. A brief reminder to everyone in the audience, as Mr. Robinson has already made clear, but please remember the gravity of this ceremony tonight. We ask that you show respect for each of those students as they receive their diplomas. Shouting, cheering, other verbal comments are not appropriate and will not be tolerated or condoned. As former Superintendent Tommy Henderson used to say, there is a direct relationship between the amount of noise made when a student's name is called and how close they came to not graduating. Outbursts are disrespectful to our graduates and to the faculty and staff at Clinton High School. We have over 350 graduates, and I humbly ask you to respect each of them as their name is called. If you choose not to comply, you will be asked to leave. Again, congratulations to the class of 2019 on a job well done. We wish you only the best. We hope you succeed in college, in your careers, and in your lives. And as always, go Arrows.
As we reflect on our years spent here at Clinton High School, we realize that our time in Clinton will soon be a memory. As we move into a new season of life, we will find new friends, new opportunities, and new dreams. I'd like to think that these possibilities are the whole point of college and life on our own. It's a new challenge, a new risk we're taking to test ourselves and to discover the path we're going to pursue. However, in order to pursue the future, you must always remember the people and the experiences that have brought you to the starting line of this new race. This moment we stand in is both an end and a beginning. For the past 13 years, we have proudly called ourselves Arrows. And in our time holding that title, the class of 2019 has been pretty adaptable and resilient. In first grade, we took on the new Clinton Park and opened its doors as the inaugural class to walk its halls. In fourth grade, we took close to the walls of Eastside and held on tight to one another as one of Clinton's most destructive tornadoes miraculously and by God's grace lifted over us, leaving the surrounding neighborhood demolished. In sixth grade, we took cover during one of the worst hailstorms in Mississippi's history and then proceeded to move to almost every school in the district until we settled at the old Eastside to finish out the year. And in ninth grade, we suffered the great loss of a great classmate and a great friend, Parker. Since then, we have continued to fight through community loss, but we've also celebrated some great achievements, like being featured in a documentary and The Atlantic, a national publication. We've claimed state championships in football, bowling, and track and field. We have the #1 show choir in the nation and the #1 star student in the state who has scored perfect on the ACT not once, but twice. In our time on Arrow Drive, we've experienced a lot, but I'd like to think that through it all, we've been some pretty unbreakable arrows. Teachers and administrators, you have taught us well, and you've loved us well. Thank you. As we begin to pave the future, we will benefit from the investment you have made in us. I will close with a piece of advice my grandfather used to always give me. Remember who you are and where you came from. Class of 2019, let us always remember, we are from Clinton, and we are the Arrows.
The President's Award for Excellence is awarded to students who maintain an average of 90 or above for 4 years of high school and an ACT score of 24 or higher. 76 members of the class of 2019 have earned this honor and are noted in your program by an asterisk. I ask that these students please stand for recognition. Join me in a round of applause for these students. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, we will recognize the academic top 10 for the class of 2019. As your name is called, please come to the front of the stage. Number 10, with a weighted GPA of 101.158, Gracie Phillips. Number 9, with a weighted GPA of 101.227, Jade Bland. Number 8, with a weighted GPA of 101.404, Anna Robertson. Number 7, with a weighted GPA of 101.938, Maria Miller. Number 6, with a weighted GPA of 102.162, Rashali Shah. Number 5, with a weighted GPA of 102.740, Regina Yin. Number 4, with a weighted GPA of 103.1367, Michaela Cole. Number 3, with a weighted GPA of 103.177, Clark Hensley. I ask the next 2 students to come onto the stage for recognition. Class salutatorian with a weighted GPA of 103.411, Kaylee Parks. Class valedictorian with a weighted GPA of 104.056, Nicole Ingram. Join me in a round of applause for these students.
Good evening, everyone. Teachers, staff, administrators, proud parents and guests, and last but not least, soon to be Clinton High School alumni. It is my pleasure to be able to deliver this speech to all of you tonight. I was at the beach when I received a call from Mr. Robinson telling me that I would be giving a speech at graduation. Elated, I immediately called my mother. As soon as I was given the task of writing a speech, I began to brainstorm what I was going to say. For the first time in my life, I was lost for words. You can ask any of my teachers about how much I have talked in their classes. I was never considered to be a quiet student afraid to speak my mind. But as soon as I'm supposed to speak, I'm suddenly speechless. How does one even begin a speech? Do you begin it with a question, a story, a joke? More importantly, how do you keep the audience's attention? And as someone who sometimes knows a few of the answers, I couldn't answer any of these. I think the reason writing this speech seemed like such a daunting task for me is that this speech is supposed to be passionate and inspiring. It's supposed to make you feel ready to take on the world, not loll on and on about this and that, make a lot of good choices and whatnot. I didn't know what I wanted this speech to be about, but I knew I didn't want this speech to cause any of you to slump a little lower in your seat and daydream. So I thought I might tell a story. To tell a story, you must first choose an event on which you will craft your story around. I began to rack my brain for any wild or life-altering events that occurred throughout my high school years. Now, I want all of you to do the same. Think of an event that stands out from your high school experience. It may be attending a football game, a dance, a party, or winning a competition or an award. But for me, I realized that most of what I remembered from my high school years were hours and hours of going to school, studying, sleeping, and repeating it all over again. While my routine fits the idea that hard work pays off, I sometimes regret that my high school experiences weren't more of a balance between academics and fun events with my friends, like going to a homecoming game, prom, or even a pep rally. This reminded me of the poem by Dylan Thomas, "Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night." Throughout this poem, Thomas repeatedly states, "Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light." He reinforces this idea of making the most of one's life before it is over, about living a life without regrets. Do you have any regrets? Really think about that question for a moment. If you could take something back or do something that you wish you had done, what would you change? Would you audition for that play you had been eyeing? Would you have trained harder to win that game? Would you have studied harder for that test? You have all probably heard the quote, "An arrow can only be shot by pulling it backwards." Our regrets should not be things holding us back. They should be the things launching us forward. As Robin Williams said in Dead Poets Society, carpe diem, which I'm pretty sure you all know what that means, but it means seize the day. Take risks. Do the unthinkable, the impossible. And whatever you do, do it with everything you have. After all, as arrows, excellence is the only option. So, I would like to congratulate the class of 2019. After years of lab reports, writing essays, playing cahoots, filling out notes, and taking countless tests, we finally made it. But before you move your tassels from left to right, remember this: do it with passion or not at all. And as always, go Arrows.
At this time, we will individually recognize members of the class of 2019. We humbly ask once again, families and guests, please hold all applause and celebrations until the last graduate's name has been called. Students, as your name is called, please come receive your diploma.
Nicole Elizabeth Ingram. Kaylee Grace Parks. Clark Isaac Hensley. Michaela Elizabeth Cole. Regina Yin. Rushali K. Shaw. Maria Joy Byler Miller. Anna Grace Robertson. Misty Jade Bland. Jennifer Grace Phillips. Alexander Lionel Ecker. Morgan Annalise Adams. Osa Ryan Ago. Jada LaShawn Alexander. Tamara Brianna Alexander. Wala Mohammed Ali. Jacuria Allen. Taylor Torres Anderson. Sean Zachary Angelo. Madison N. Armstrong. Justin Wesley Arnold. Rebecca Arguin Olvera, Mariah McLeod Atwood, Savannah Pocahontas Avery, Matthew Alexander Bailey, Desmond Duan Baker, Jaslyn Trinell Ball, Alexis Michelle Bankston, Tucker Reese Barefoot, Benjamin Armand Barner, Brittany Dawn Barnes, Lauren Janae Barnes, Demaria Charte Baskin, Demiracle Bass, Glenn Bass, Riley Stephen Bass, Jamiria P. Beasley, Caitlin Abigail Bellis, Jimmy Lee Bennett, Kyle Reeves Bennett, Tariq Elijah Bethay, Ashley Amari Bettis, Cedric Jomar Billups, Brianna Sidney Bodkins, Dontavius Latre Bolton, Caitlin Rebecca Bowler, Jonathan Diamante Bowens, Javril Torrente Bracy, Sion Burrell Brandon, Matthew Jason Brazil, Amanda N. Brown, Cameron Darche Brown, Christopher Howard Carey Brown, Joshua Dewan Brown, Lindsay Sierra Brown, Terrence Brown, Deja Simone Buckhalter, Kevonte Denarius Buckley, Noah Alfred Bullock, Rekay Lachelle Burke, Kivonze Trewan Burks, William Raiden Burris III, DeLawrence Jaqueline Butler, Taylor Marie Bird, Jolandria Denise Cage, Alexis Daisha Callan, Cornelius Garnez Kennedy, Bria Carbo, Jadeja Marche Carr, Tristan Gabriel Caraway, Jaquavian Emmanuel Carter, Kelsey Ann Caston, Megan Jonelle Causey, Asia Brianna Cavett, Deanna Cheeks, Felix Pierre Cheeks, Caden Nina Chistov, Savannah Marie Clardy, Amber Nicole Clark, Sierra Chante Cole, Rachel Marie Coleman, Jess Holden Collins, Jada Connor, Jordan Connor, Cambria Nicole Cotton, Keith A. Courtney Jr., Anicia Jalise Crump, John Harmon Cruz, Gracie Elise Curtis, Tyshana Lakita Curtis, Brian Dang, Christian Michael Davis, Dylan Garrett Tyler Davis, Emmanuel James Davis, Ryan Antoine Davis, Talia Marche Davis, Corin Day, Keshawn Lene Deere, Hannah Elizabeth Derrick, Roberto Carlos Diaz Jr., Jacob Alexander Dillard, Camilla Marie Dixon, Abby Dale Donahoe, Tori Brianna Dortch, Raymond Doss Jr., Taylor Elizabeth Doyle, Antonio Tyrell Ducksworth Jr., William Gregory Duke, Justin Dukes, Hilton Dallas Dyer, Kobe Juwan Elisenberry, Sarah Jane Ellis, Sheila Therese Diasis Estremos, Amaya Tanise Evans, Baxter Wilson Evans III, Gregory L. Evans Jr., Krishana Jasmine Evans, Perry K. Florence Jr., Anthony Michael Floyd Jr., Mary Claire Ford, Nariana Ramey Ford, David Earl Foster, Celine Renee Frazier, Janie Anayansi Galvin, Tiara Gibson, Cameron Keanu Gladney, Julian Gonzalez, Jordan Christopher Grant, Sartorius Del Monte Gray, Austin Jackson Greenhill, Keeslyn Greer, Olivia Claire Greer, Tyler Bryce Grishby, Deja Monet Hampton, Jeremiah Hampton, Natalie Robion Hampton, Ashley Alexia Harbor, Atlantis Oceana Harper, Cordell Rishaw Harper, William Foster Harrell, William Cody Harrigill, Kenneth Rashad Harris, Allison Claire Hartling, Diamond Dolores Hayden, Alexis Jeanette Hearn, Glenn Lowry Heath, Grant Kelly Heath, Lauren Grace Heap, Logan Duke Heidick, Sarah Beth Helms, Mykevus Henderson, Chelsea Ray Hinnon, Alba Araceli Hernandez, Shamar Hewitt, Tyler Patrick Hickman, Nehemiah Laron Hicks, Teresa Ho, Christian Kishon Hopkins, Jaro Durand Hoskins, Stacy Houston, Jaquavius Alexander Howlett, Joshua Dewan Hughes, Jayla Tariana Hewlett, Morgan Gabriel Hewitt, Abigail Page Holsey, Crystal Marie Holsey, William Hunter Holsey, Cameron Scott Humphreys, Jake Burnett Hutchins, Caleb Lee Hynum, Abigail Mary Jackson, Darius Javon Jackson, Nicolby Tyel Jackson, Thomas Oliver Jackson, Jalen James, Kyra Danae Jameson, Davidson Jean, Zyshawn Takai Jenkins, Cameron Simone Johnson, Christian Aaron Johnson, Demorie Hurel Johnson, Elizabeth Madison Johnson, Jonathan J. Johnson, Joseph Landon Johnson, Kelsey Brandon Johnson, Michaela Tishon Johnson, Sheridan Lace Johnson, Summer Yvette Johnson, Ashley Cameron Jones, Brianna Niasia Jones, Damaya Tiani Jones, Jade Janye Alexandria Jones, John Paul Jones Jr., Catherine Therese Jones, Nathaniel Lee Jones, Simran Jit Kaur, Layla Kazimiajad, Christopher Todd Keeter, Marquise Deshawn Kimes, Hayden Stewart King, Jaden Michael Knotts, Emma Catherine Lamarca, Cameron Larry, Anna Lauren Lee, Corey Vicente Lewis, Dylan Lance Lewis, James John Martindale Loom, Adelia Barajas Lopez, Caitlin Danielle Lott, Maggie Parkman Lott, Joshua J. Love, Jeffrey A. Malone, Ashley Monique Martin, Molly Ann Matthews, Isabel Maya Olvera, Jackson P. Mayer, Omartriana McDaniel, Valencia Shade McDonald, Kendarion McGee, Sean Thomas McInnes, Morgan Renee Fallon McKinnon, Shanice Alexandria McLaurin Ransom, Gavin McLaws, Hannah Meeks, Abby Rayana Melanson, Ruben Alejandro Mello, John Anthony Middleton, Benjamin Luke Milburn, Gianna Jornay Miles, Kaylin Terrell Miller, Devontae Lee Mitchell, Mason Douglas Moak, Sydney Wynn Moeller, Morgan Lee Moody, Ariel Amira Moore, Colby A. Moore, Timothy Morrow IV, Talon Jaquel Mustafa, Reis Mohammed Musafar, Ashley Son Myers, Alexandra Marie Nauken, Josie Marie Nasikos, Shelby Eugenia Nash, Abigail Faith Newell, Nathan Bradley Newman, Jalon Monique Newton, Lum Wynn, Malik Wynn, Son Kong Wynn, Ariel Nichelle Nichols, Khalil Gibran Ibrahim Issa Nichols, Joshun Terrell Noel, Joshua Outland, Asia Danae Owens, Javian Jashun Page, Jada Nicole Palmer, Madeline Lynn Palmeyer, Aiden Michael Parker, Logan Elizabeth Parker, Rushil Mahesh Patel, Gates Lamar P., Tyree Peggies, Zeta Latry Perry, Kaylee Lynn Peterson, Stephen Bradley Post, Patrick Bernard Poe Jr., Caroline Ray Prather, James Calvin Price Jr., Leon Jalen Price, Keon Randall, Avery Grace Rainey, Sanjot Kaur Ratanpal, Victor Abraham Razenobach, Cameron Alexander Richardson, Kennedy Marquisia Richardson, Bailey Michelle Ridley, Andra Lanita Robinson, Anthony Wayne Robinson III, Rahel Ion Robinson, Keely Nicole Rosamond, Javonte Sampson, Virginia Annie Marie Sanders, Zachary Dalton Sanders, Taylor Marie Saris, Dylan T. Scott, Jordan Bradley Shannon, Brittany Irene Shea, Hannah Grace Shepard, Amari Gracia Shields, David Lee Shields, Jainty Shukla, Shelby Anna Rose Sims, Parmeet Singh, Tania Slaughter, Kiara Kiwana Sly, Alexis Michaela Smith, Amaya Brianna Smith, Brandon Lee Smith, Jalen Jamel Smith, Kennedy Danae Smith, Lauren Alicia Smith, Richard Bird Smith, Shalaria Jean Smith, Dylan Scott Spears, Samuel Tig Stackler, Mallory Ellen Steen, Nicholas Jordan Stevenson, Jemiah Deanne Stocks, Haley Shanice Strong, Morgan Maxwell Sturgis, Christopher Wayne Sweezer, Haley Elizabeth Tatum, Chance Romel Taylor, Savannah Elizabeth Taylor, Ernest Joslaine Che, Nathan Ryan Thomas, Joshua Dylan Thompson, William Burke Thompson III, Quincy Faye Thornhill, Sarah Ashley Tinsley, Christopher Anthony Tolliver, Laura Joy Travis, Imorie Nacarol Tubwell, Bryce Jacoby Turner, Courtney Kiera Turner, our niece Renee Tyler, Nat Tien Van, Ty Van, Patrick Orlandus Vardaman, Tatiana Serena Varnell, Kishon Antoine Veal, Jenny Vaughn, Thomas Patrick Waltman, Erin Yvette Washington, James Cortland Washington, Jonathan Terrell Washington, Jonisha Edgina Washington, Nicholas Dante Washington, Tiani Camilla Watts, Matthew Jonathan Welch, Hannah Elizabeth Wells. Sorie Kalyana Wilkerson. Anthony Raphael Williams. Danielle Kiera Williams. Dennis Rufino Williams. Hezekiah Josiah Williams. Samantha Kaylee Williams. Shemaiah Skyjay Williams. Shania Starjay Williams. Kylie Noel Wilson. Vontavious Woods. Jayla Canisia Wright. Joshua Eugene Wright. Nathan Sherman Wright. Yahong Zhu. Wei Amy Yi. Noah Hunter Yates.
Dr. Martin. Graduates, please stand. Dr. Martin, I present to you the class of 2019 and certify that each has completed all requirements prescribed by the State Department of Education and the Board of Trustees of the Clinton Public School District for graduation.
Class of 2019, upon the recommendation of your principal, Mr. Brett Robinson, and by the authority vested in me by the state of Mississippi and the trustees of the Clinton Public School District, I declare you graduates of Clinton High School.
Good evening. I can finally say we made it. I would like to thank God for allowing us to reach this milestone. Thank you also to the hardworking faculty and staff of our school district and our supportive families and friends for the many sacrifices you have made and the knowledge you have bestowed upon us over the years. Congratulations, class of 2019, for surviving 3 long years of 25-minute luncheons, dodging Ms. Harris for dress code approval, congested hallways with half of the sophomore class standing in front of the bathroom, 2 principals, and multiple class group meet arguments. And on the final occasion that the Clinton High School class of 2019 is together, I want to leave you with this. All it takes is to believe that it is possible. That it is possible for us to achieve our goals, our dreams. Our past is crucial for our future. We must use our past experiences to transform ourselves into intellectual, responsible men and women. Believing in ourselves is the greatest challenge, but believing in ourselves can also be our greatest accomplishment. Farewell and congratulations, class of 2019.